What's up everyone? Welcome to Chemical Guys Detail Garage. In today's episode we're going over the topic of why it's so important to prep your car before coatings, as well as the how-to process. So over here we have this 1971 Porsche RS 911 Carrera, and it's got this beautiful yellow paint job, but we want it to last as long as possible because this car is really rare and it's also a vintage collector's item. So to do that, what we're going to do is go through the steps of how to properly prep the surface before we put on a coating. So to begin, this car is a very rare little sports car, and many people don't know this, but Porsche is my favorite car manufacturer. It's because their cars are hand-built, very fast little machines. They're very simple like a Volkswagen, but they just have a lot of performance. And that's a lot of fun to me, a car that can kind of do a lot of everything. It still looks good, but it's kind of fast and all that kind of good stuff. So today's episode, we're going over the topic of how to prep this car for its coating. Now to begin, you want to wash the car obviously to remove any abrasive particles of dirt, debris, anything that's on the surface, but also you're going to use a little bit of Clean Slate, which is a stripping agent, which removes the old layers of glaze, sealant, or wax. And what that's going to do is ensure that we're not locking in any kind of contamination or hiding any scratches and swirls. Or if you're like us and you're going to put a coating on your vehicle, you want to make sure that your ceramic or your carbon doesn't have scratches and swirls hiding underneath it. So what Clean Slate does is it removes any oils, any waxes, glazes, and sealants that are on the pores of the paint. And this way you're going to have a bare surface to start with. Now our second step is moving on to the clay bar treatment. And what a clay bar does is it removes any embedded contaminants that are in the pores of the paint, giving your car that rough look and a rough feel. Now what you can use is a clay bar or a clay block, and what this is going to do is basically glide across the surface, picking up contamination, and at first it's going to sound a little rough or it's going to feel a little rough, but as it pulls more of the grime out of the pores, it's going to get smooth, it's going to get slick, and it's going to sound quiet. That's when you know when to move on. After the clay bar treatment, you're going to move on to polishing. And what polishing does is it removes a fine layer of the clear coat to refine any scratches and swirls, giving your car that overall shine. I'm sure you've all seen cars that have a dull finish or obviously scratches and swirls, which don't really look very good. That spiderweb effect collects sun rays and it gives your car an overall worse look. So by polishing it, you're going to even out that finish, and this is also going to make it the best surface for your coating to bond to. Whether it's your glaze, sealant, waxes, ceramic, or carbon, it's going to bond directly to bare paint better rather than trying to fill in some scratches and swirls. Now, obviously not every vehicle is the same, so there's going to be different levels of scratches and swirls, which is why you need a variation of pads and chemicals. I prefer using the Torque 10 Effects with an orange Hexlogic pad and V36. Now that's my go-to, and I know it's a lot of your guys' go-to combination because it's easy to use and it's a great baseline to ensure that you're not going too aggressive, or maybe you need to use something a little more aggressive, but that's a great way to start. And again, with your ceramic or your carbon coatings, it's going to lock in those scratches for the life of the coating. So if you don't want to see that kind of things, you want to make sure that you polish it. And machine polishing is the most effective way to remove any of the deeper scratches and swirls, again giving you a better overall look. Once you've completed polishing, it's always a great idea to use one last surface prep spray such as Wipeout to remove any oils or remaining polish that could be on the surface, because you could be hiding, or it could be a superficial scratch. So you want to make sure that all the oils, all the remaining residue are off the surface. This way you're going to, one, have the best bond between your coating, but also you're not locking in any kind of imperfections. So stay tuned for part 2 of our detailing mini-series, where we're going to show you and unveil our brand new product that a lot of you guys are excited about. I'm super excited about it because it's going to change the whole way that we detail our cars. If you guys like this video, please like it, comment down below on future videos that you guys want to see, give some love to the Porsche, check it out at The Kaiser on Instagram, and we'll see you guys next time right here in the Detail Garage.